Me did the chua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pakuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map pimp. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka komo abusuya for Ghana fa na nyina. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
MaryMay.digital. Create the life you want. www.maymarys.com. By starting and running your own digital business. Work from home. Tips for business owners. How to create successful online digital business. Join our global company. Mentorship and training coaching. Training for each individual. Learn how to earn online. Be your own manager. For more information, visit www.maymarys.com or email us at info@maymarys.com. You can also call us on 0049 017 656 853 241. This business has helped me so much and my family, and to increase your income, join and create the life you want. Also for beginner. Also a beginner when I started this.
The good thing is that we are in the middle of the year, and I can say with all confidence that our works are now being fruitful as industry gatekeepers, as stakeholders in the industry. Our work is really proving that the guys are working hard. I'm so happy to be one. And I know you are also happy to be an observer, maybe another stakeholder that you have been following the industry and observing how it is going. It is now active in the middle of the year and everything is looking good. Our guys are playing gigs, our guys are releasing songs, some of them are on tours, and everything shows that, yeah, the talks, the corrections, everything that we have been saying, the guys are really learning. Once again, I welcome you to another editorial here on Sammy Flex TV, and I'm about to give you some mashup of stories, so many of them. I can't just talk about one, or better still, I couldn't take one, because all of them, I have to make a mention of them before the day passes. So keep up with me here, and let's do it. I want to say thanks to the Guitar Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, PG, for putting this together. And I am going to give you the breakdowns of about 3 stories. I want to talk about Medikal. I want to talk about Sarkodie's recent interview. And I'll sure be talking about Sophie, the meet and greet that she did just last night. It was powerful. It was so interesting. Maybe I can start with that. So last night at the UPSA, Sophie had her last gathering. In fact, that is what she calls her last gathering, the meet and greet, where so many artists went there to celebrate her. And this is going to be her departure. I'm sure in August, that is what I've gathered. In August, she is moving out of Ghana, maybe to another country, or maybe retirement. I don't really know. She knows their plans very well. And I was so happy how I saw artists, both young, new, and established, as well as fresh artists, all on one stage going to celebrate the lady. It feels so good. And I'm so happy about that. The lady has contributed immensely to our music industry, opening doors of opportunities for so many people. Who wouldn't like this? You would like this. And I know that I would also appreciate this all the time. But I just want to point out something. When I saw all these beautiful artists and people there, I asked myself, Could we do the same thing for some of the people who have also contributed in other ways to support our industry? I was not in Ghana when Dr. Khan's funeral happened. But whilst I was in Dubai, I read reports that some of our artists could not even show up to pay their last respect to the man who contributed about 20 years of his career supporting artists. Dr. Khan did a whole lot for our music industry. He was on radio, started somewhere in Koforidua, came to Accra, and he has interviewed almost every artist who matters in this industry. Mention who Dr. Khan hasn't interviewed. On the day of his funeral, his last respect, what did we do for him? We did not see much. How many artists did you see on the day? Nana Reagan was pushing an agenda. Hey, so how come a whole industry is doing this against Dr. Khan? So how come a whole music industry on his funeral day, a radio presenter who was even active on the day of his death, before Dr. Khan died, I'm sure he had even put out posters that he was going to do a show on Saturday, and he died on Thursday. And yet on his day, we could not even see so many artists coming to pay their last respect to him. It was shameful. But yesterday, I saw at the UPSA, the meet and greet of Sophie, the way Ghanaian artists were jumping up and here, and everybody was in that celebrating moment for her. It's beautiful. In fact, I can't come close to condemning it. And that is not what I want to do. I want to commend whoever was there, whoever was invited, whoever registered to be part of that gathering. It was so beautiful. Big ups to you. But I just want to point out something to you, that in doing this, let's also sometimes remember our own people. Yes, Ghana, they say yes, so Ghana is hospitable, Ghana is this. But if we don't do it for our own people, then we are not being fair. If we don't celebrate our own people, then we are not being honest. Why should we show love to someone who came from somewhere because of her works, but our own people, because of their works, we cannot show them love? That part is shameful. But on the other side, where the whole industry went there to celebrate Sophie, good work done. Your man's job. Congratulations to you, madam. You have done so well. We wish you well in your next destination. And I know wherever you'll be going next, based on your works here in Ghana, they would also be expecting much from you. Go and do it as well, and they will be so happy to have you. Let's put it down and move on to the next business. The next business is a story I just read this morning on Ghana Web about Medikal. That Medikal went to the U.S. Embassy on Tuesday for his U.S. visa, maybe for businesses, for performances with some of his AMG colleagues, Amani and co. And information Ghana Web has reported is that Medikal was bounced, or he was refused visa. Why was he refused the visa? He was refused the visa because of his current stories about guns that went to court. I know he handled the issue. He was fined. He paid it. The last time I even read in the story that he had not, his gun had not been returned to him. I read a story about that. Out of it, U.S. Embassy thinks that if you have had any case with weapons in your country, then it means you cannot cross over to our country. The U.S. Embassy and most of these embassies, they follow all our activities online. They read every story about everybody. In fact, the U.S. Embassy, for instance, anytime you are going to apply for your visa, they demand for some of these things. They demand for a social media account. At least I've done it before. And I know they demanded for my Twitter handle, my Instagram handle, my Facebook handle. I'm sure now that we have updated versions, TikTok and maybe Snapchat and other platforms, maybe they might have added it, or they could ignore still. Out of what happened to Medikal, where he displayed a gun, information has it that he has been denied visa. And my simple message in this editorial to you as a celebrity, or maybe any other person who would be watching this program, is that our activities on social media are more or less like our CVs. What we do online, they are also part of our CVs. They are our reference points. So whatever you do, remember that one day, someone will go there and check out what you posted. Someone will go out there and check out what you said. And if you are not careful, some of these things will come hunting you. I'm not happy that Medikal has been denied visa. I'm not happy because he's a business person. For all you know, he has some big businesses to sign in the US of A. For all you know, he has some big deals to go and kill in the US of A. But unfortunately, this is what has happened. It is so shameful that it will happen to him at this stage. It is so painful that it will happen to him. But who can we blame? Can we blame the embassy, or we can blame himself? This is where we have to be responsible in our activities. This is where we have to be mindful of the things we do. It is a lesson to you. It is a lesson to me. Let's be mindful of our activities, both online and even offline. Online, they might keep receipts there, like some people say. But how do you know maybe someone is also monitoring what you are doing up and out? You have to be careful. If you're able to do that, you are going to be free. You will not encounter some of these things, because I am not happy. I'm sad about it. I pray that he finds a way. Maybe some immigration lawyers. I know one solid immigration lawyer in UK. That is Chris Vincent. He worked out something for me not long ago. Not personally, like someone I recommended to. And he sorted the person out. Who knows? Maybe he can also get another person who might be an American immigration lawyer or something, and they work it out for him. Because if you're an artist and you cannot go to a music power nation like America, then what are you going to do for the rest of the years? America is a music power nation. You need to go there for all the connect. All the big distributors and all the platforms, they are based in America. So if you are banned from going to that country, and we cannot be sure when we can solve that, what does it mean to your career? So Medikal, I wish you well. Poof, poof, AMG. I know you can work this out. But next time, let's all be mindful of our activities. Now, finally, in this editorial, like I've told you, it's a mashup. So many things happening, and I want to touch on them briefly before we wait for the extensive discussion in the evening on Showbiz. That's the Showbiz Daily. So you guys have to wait for that as well. It is going to be an interesting discussion this evening. Sarkodie was in South Africa, and in an interview, he made mention of Chattawale's energy in the industry, despite the fact that he is crazy, and crazy is in quotes. Sarkodie does not mean to say anything to attack the personality of Chattawale. No, that's not what he meant when he said his crazy friend. What he meant when he said his crazy friend, yeah, there's Chattawale who doesn't give a hoot about anything. There's Chattawale who doesn't give a damn about anybody. He does what he feels he wants to do. That is what he meant by my crazy friend Chattawale. But there is a point that we all need to consider as the talking point in the interview he did, where he said Chattawale brought some energy. He said, in the moment, Chattawale brought some energy in our industry.
Yes, then I don't know, but he was arrested for something.
Yes, I've even lost because my brother is Shatta, my brother is crazy. He would just wake up and just something will happen. So I've lost count what exactly happened. He has done a lot, but that's somebody that brought energy into our industry. As much as we thought we were being mad, because he insults me for no reason. We will be on the phone today, and tomorrow he's up on the radio. F-Sock.
Starting something.
Yes, and sometimes you don't understand it, but I think for a moment he brought energy and attention to the industry, yes. But the two are like so far apart because Eugene is very new, and Eugene knows I'm the biggest fan. Just for the game, Eugene will go.
Shatta has been saying this all the time. He keeps saying it, that in our industry, there was a point in time that he organized artists, or he wanted to call every artist to pay attention to some details. Event promoters, artist royalties, performance fees, here and there. And he made noise about it all over. He fought so many people. That was when he got bad names in some quarters, because he was praying to get things right. Yes, I know some artists did not support him then. I know some artists were shy of even going the way he was going. But in this interview of Sarkodie, where he said, yes, despite Chattawale's craziness, despite his antics sometimes, which will be off, he is still that guy who brought the energy in this industry. And this is a good admittance coming from a colleague, coming from a friend. Maybe a former friend, as you would want to put it, or coming from a colleague in the industry. At the moment, I know some people will be asking that, is that energy still there? If the energy is still there, how is the energy going now? If the energy is not there, what happened to the energy? Why is the energy gone? That is what I want us to look at maybe in the near future. And Sarkodie just admitted, it's clear, beautiful, that yes, Chattawale might be crazy. He might be that guy doing all the bad stuff, but he brought some kind of energy into our music industry. As musicians, can they come together to maintain this energy? Like Sarkodie admitting that Chattawale brought that energy. Could they have come together to keep the energy, to achieve something better? Now look at our royalty system. Look at Gamro. The place is still in shambles. That energy, Chattawale's force, Sarkodie's force, Stonebwoy's force, any other musician's force, can they come back together and one day say, we are marching to Gamro? We are going to tell the leaders. We did a story like that, I think, from Uganda, where a comedian decided to keep himself in a cage. That positive energy can still run. That positive energy can still go on. The Uganda story, it was a comedian. Yes, if you read the story, Eric, something. He alone, despite the fact that there were other people who were supporting him, he alone decided to keep himself in a cage. That if Parliament does not come forth to sort their issues out, he's not going to drink water, he's not going to move out of the cage. Maybe he's going to die in the cage. And it will be put on the head of all parliamentarians in Uganda that, yes, because you guys did not do this, that's why the guy died. And I'm sure on the day they came forward from their chambers and they spoke with him, gave him a promise that, yeah, this is what we are going to do for you. This and that. In the next few months or years, we are going to sort things out. Before he agreed and he went back home. Yes, so after admitting that, the guy came with the energy. What have you done with the energy? Is Shatta tired? Or maybe he overdid it, and because of that, some people are not following him anymore. Until we come together with that collective effort, you'll not be able to achieve anything. This is my editorial for you this afternoon. Keep working hard. And I believe, just as I'm so happy today that our boys are becoming active, if you continue to push, work hard, we will all win. Sammy Flex editorial this afternoon. You can enjoy more on this platform. Subscribe to it and always know that Showbiz lives here on this channel. Until then, see us in the evening on Showbiz Daily. I'm out of here.